Hello, how are you? Are you there? How are you? Are you there? Can you answer me? Good morning to you all. Can you answer me? Anybody? Are you there? I can't see your answers. Are you there? Okay, thank you, Macarena. Thank you, Pablo, Nico, Diana, Victor. Okay, thank you. Now, we need to catch up with some of your last works about some autonomous communities in Spain, and I'd like you to watch some of your mates' works. It's this one is about la Comunidad Foral de Navarra, and this work was made by IRAM. So pay attention, and you know that Navarra is located here. Okay, Navarra is an inland autonomous community in Spain. This is special because of many reasons. One of them has to do with historical reasons. And Navarra is located here, and is its borders are with the Basque Country, with La Rioja, and with Aragon, along with this border that are the Pyrenees mountain range, and this is France, as you know. Okay, so, and Iran says that, which is true, that there are important rivers there. Bidasoa is a river that makes the border in the north of Spain between France and Spain. Okay, as well as between Navarra and Guipúzcoa, Bidasoa River, and Lumea. This is the river that has his mouth in Donosti, San Sebastián. Okay, Leizaran, a Spanish landscape, a wonderful landscape there. Okay, like all landscapes in the Basque Country and in Navarra. History, we have here some notes about history. So Navarra was a kingdom of its own, and was conquered by the Catholic king Fernando the Catholic. Okay, and many other things we have here. Very good. Some things interesting about Navarra folklore has to do with some dances there, some festivals. Okay, very soon we're going to see. We don't know exactly because of the pandemic situation now about San Fermin. This is typical, and this is worldwide known, and carnivals. Very good. Gastronomy, as in all parts of Spain, we can find there very interesting plates and specialties. Okay, good. Monuments, this is interesting. You have the cathedral, Pamplona Cathedral. Pamplona is the capital city of Navarra, as you know. Okay, this is the cathedral in neoclassical style, and you see here this is Olite. Maybe you remember last year when we talked about the Visigoths. So Olite was a city that was founded by the Visigoths. Of course, this is of another age. Okay, very good. And finally, Javier. Javier is the name of a village. Very interesting for many reasons. Some of them are related to religion. Good, very good. And these are parts of some landscapes you can find there in Navarra, very different. So, for example, you have here the fourth of the Lumbier. Fourth is la hoz. Okay, it's something. This is a cut. So this river made a cut over time, separating these two ridges here for the Lumbier. This is different because this is almost a desert. Las Bardenas Reales. En Valle del Baztán, here, Okay, can you see here? There is a town in Madrid, in the autonomous community of Madrid, called Nuevo Baztán, because one person that came from this part wanted to do a village very similar to his birthplace. Okay, Nuevo Baztán. You can see, very interesting. I recommend you to go to Nuevo Baztán. This is Baztán, the real Baztán, and some clips about some photos about wildlife you can find there. With Leonardo, my God, and some fish. Good, very good, as well as some examples of flora. You can see here. Very good. The weather in the north of Navarra. You can enjoy temperate and humid climates, okay, with a lot of rainfall there. And in the south, the arid and dry Mediterranean climate. Okay, you can see here these beautiful landscapes there. It's not exactly a dialect. This is a language. Okay, it's a language they speak there in Navarra. They speak Euskera, but Euskera is spoken in many ways, not only in Navarra, but also in the Basque Country and in these 3 different provinces that belong to France. Okay, so you go from a house to another house in the fields, you can find different variations of this language, but all of them belong to Euskera language. Very good. How to go? Easy. You have two different options if you take a car. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. And this is the work by Iram, and this work about Catalonia. This is a spelling mistake. Okay. The 4 provinces, 3 of them are coastal provinces, so Girona, Barcelona, Tarragona, and Lérida is an inland province. And Lérida and Girona have a kind of border with the Pyrenees. So, all in all, Girona has Pyrenees here and a coast. Okay, la Costa Brava, Girona. Good, good. The population, almost 8 million people nowadays, and this is the pyramid population. You can see here. Okay, in the red part you have the girls, women, and the blue part, men. Okay, and here you have agreed a chart with some municipalities. Okay, good. And about the gastronomy, many things there. Catalan cream, calçots. This is typical there. And architecture, Sagrada Familia. Okay, they are building that magnificent cathedral. Okay, in the middle of Barcelona. Okay, hospital, and you see this kind of architecture. This is modernism. You remember Gaudí, modernism. Good, and this is the end. Finally, I like you to see work by Ramon about Andorra. As you know, Andorra is not it's an independent country. It's very small, but it's an independent country, and it's located in the Pyrenees, in the southern part of the Pyrenees, in the northwest of Spain. This work was made by Ramon. Andorra, very good. So you can find there a lot of mountains, the Pyrenees, and a lot of lakes. There are many people go to Andorra to enjoy skiing there. Okay, very good. And you can find there some rivers. They are small there, and they enlarge when they flow through. Normally they are rivers that are tributaries of Ebro River. Okay, and all of them have its source in the Pyrenees. Good. You can find there some different provinces, small provinces. Can you see these two these two images? These two images are related to the Pyrenees, so snowy mountains there. So people that love skiing can go there to enjoy this hobby. And the provinces and capital. The capital is Andorra la Vella, which means in Spanish Andorra la Vieja. Okay, Andorra la Vella means Andorra la Vieja. And the language that is spoken there is Catalan. They speak Catalan there. Okay, and in this country, the president of this country is not a president, but two presidents. One of them is the president of France, okay, and the other one is the bishop of this city, Andorra la Vella. O sea que tiene dos presidentes. Uno es el presidente de Francia y el otro es el obispo de Andorra la Vella. They are the head of states, two of them. Okay, and you can see here different snaps about different cities there, provinces. Very good. And the economy in Andorra is based on normally in tourism, but tourism and money. Many people go there to put their money in their banks for different reasons, not to enter there. And but you can find there a lot of tourism, third sector, tobacco, okay, can be raised there, banks, okay, that's true, and some cows. About their economy in the secondary sector, you know that the secondary sector is related to industries, a lot of wood. Why? Because they have there a lot of forests, furniture. Ramon, take care with your spelling. Okay, and this is interesting. So you have industry. This is 45%, services 30%, construction is related to industry sometimes, and services in other times. Okay, and the primary sector, a lot of it, so 50%. Very good. And some pieces of advice to visit Andorra is ski, okay, a new history to discover, a new gastronomy to try, and many places to visit, which is true. Okay, you have here some specialities there. Okay, and this is the end. Very good. So thank you, Ramon, and the rest of you. And I'd like you to go now to our theme. So this is our new theme. This is the European Union, Unit 6. It's, you know, this is the map, the current map of the European Union. So the European Union is composed of 28 European countries, but as you may know, United Kingdom is soon to leave, is soon to exit the European Union. So maybe at the end of the year we won't be 28 but 27 countries, because the United Kingdom is going to leave the European Union. But the rest of the European Union is composed of all these countries you have here. And the history of the European Union is worth to know, because the history has to do with world wars. All throughout history in Europe have been a lot of wars between all countries, between many countries, between Spain and France, between Spain and England, between France and Germany, a lot of wars. And the last two wars were devastated. So at the end of the Second World War, it was bloody. Many people, some people, mainly in France and in the Great Britain, were looking for a solution for these constant problems in Europe, and they wanted to achieve a cooperation between the European countries. And the first steps to achieve it were to foster economic cooperation, because if you have two countries that finally have the same interests, it's very difficult to make work one against the other. So that was the idea. The idea was that countries that trade with one another become economically interdependent, and so more likely to avoid conflict after the aftermath of the Second World War. You can see here an image. This is an image that I think this is in Berlin. Can you see the devastation there? Okay, and we have here kind of timeline about four important dates for the European Union. The first one is 1950, when the European Coal and Steel Community was agreed, and the 6 countries that were able to came to that agreement were Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. So these 6 countries, were the ones that came to an agreement to make the European Coal and Steel Community. Why coal and steel? Because by then coal and steel were materials that were needed to make weapons, and they thought that if they shared coal and steel, it was very difficult to make weapons to be used from one of these countries against any other one of these 6. So, and then 7 years later, another agreement was signed. That was the Treaty of Rome. Okay, the Treaty of Rome creates the European Economic Community, that was called popularly as the Common Market. But remember, note that we're talking about economic. So European Community, but economic. So that idea had a lot of advantages for these countries. Okay, then more countries joined the European Economic Community, and there were many other countries that wanted to join them, but as they weren't a democracy, the case of Spain, they weren't welcome there. So, and later, in 1993, another treaty was signed. That was the Maastricht Treaty, and with the Maastricht Treaty, the European Union was born. So we're talking now about the European Union, but before we were talking about the European Economic Community. Now we're talking about the European Union, that is different, and the pillars are the 4 freedoms of movement, and these 4 freedoms are freedoms for movement of goods, services, people, and money. And this date is important, 2013, because in this date Croatia becomes the member country number 28. Okay, and another important date will be this year, 2020, when we are just 27. Very good. So with that in mind, I like you to go to your exercise part. This is the map. Okay, we don't have time to do the review about this map. You did this exercise, and you can find here the number associated with countries that belong to the European Union. And remember, number 8, this is the United Kingdom, is soon to leave the European Union. And and I ask you for the name of some countries. For example, can anybody tell me the name of this country with the number 12? Anybody? Can anybody tell me the name of this country, number 12? Can you see my arrow here? Number 12? Can you see? Are you attentive? Are you? Country number 12. Germany. Very good. Very good. Very good, Martin. Okay. Very good, Victor. Okay. So, number 12 is Germany. Germany. Very good. Very good. Thank you. What about number 20? Country number 20. You know? Can you see here? Country number 20. Maybe this way is better. Victor says Italy. Number 20. Italy. Very good. Very good. What about country number 14? Country number 14. This is more difficult. 14. 14. Attention. No coastline. Okay, with borders with Germany. This was a very important thing at the beginning of the Second World War. 14. 14. Anybody? Anybody? Take care with the spelling. Number 14. This is Czech Republic. Okay, very good. Very good. Czech Republic. Very good. What about number 17? You know? Number 17. Number 17. Number 17. These are the Alps, and you can find there a lot of mountains. The highest mountains in Europe, the Alps. Number 17. Austria. Very good. Now another different question. Look. This is 18. This is 18. Can anybody tell me the name of the capital city of this country? 18. 18. A capital city, a very important capital city for many reasons, cultural and historical reasons. Danube River flows through this capital. A very important capital for many reasons. Good, Martin. Budapest. Very good. What about this country? What about this country in Eastern Europe? Eastern Europe. Can you tell me the name of the capital city of this country? 19. We are here. 19. Anybody? Can anybody tell me the name of this? Of the capital city of this country? Not the name of the country, but the name of the capital city. Okay, Bucharest. Very good. The capital city of Romania. Very good. Can anybody tell me the capital city of this country? 23. The capital city of this country, 23, with a coast to the Black Sea. Here, this is the Black Sea, and here, 23. Beautiful country. 23. 23. The capital city for this country. You have to study more. Yes, Sofia. Some people say Sofia. This is not correct. Sofia. Okay, Sofia. The name of the capital city of Bulgaria. Very good. What about this country? Okay, a very important country for cultural reasons. 26. The name of the capital city. 26. Anybody? Can anybody? 26. 26. 26. Capital city. Capital city. You have to study more. Okay, very good. Athens. Okay, take care. Martin, take care with your spelling. And what's the name of this country here? The name of the country. The name of the country. This is an island. But the country. This country. Okay, you know? So, this is Israel. This is Lebanon. This is Syria. Syria. This is Syria. This is Turkey. But this country that belongs to the European Union is Cyprus. Very good. Let's go to number 7. Easy. Easy to remember. Number 7. The name of the capital city. The name of the capital city. Number 7. Number 7 here. Number 7. Anybody? Number 7. The name of the capital city of this country. This in this island. Okay, in the western part of the United Kingdom. Number 7. Take care with this border. Number 7. This is Dublin. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now you have here this exercise, and here you have to do. We don't have time to revise this exercise. It's a very interesting character in the history of Europe, and ironically, he was the first man who came up with the idea of the European Union, and his name is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was a prominent politician, okay, a prominent politician and conservative politician from Great Britain, and he came up with the idea to recreate the European family, okay, and he thought that the key step was an agreement between France and Germany. Why? Because France and Germany had been historically two enemies all through history. So, and he came with the idea that an agreement between France and Germany could be a very good thing for the whole of Europe. Okay, it's along with Winston Churchill, there were many other people that followed in his steps. One of them was this man. This man was a French. He was a French foreign minister de Asuntos Exteriores, Robert Schuman. Robert Schuman developed the idea, Winston Churchill's idea, and he said, okay, we need to share coal and steel. We need to share coal and steel. If we share coal and steel production, we can make a lot of good things in Europe. So Robert Schuman was the one that was able to do that. Okay, and you have here some ideas. And now, exercise number 4. I need your contribution. What happened in this year, 1950? Can anybody tell me what happened in the history of the European Union in this very year, 1950? Anybody? Can you? That's not exact, Martin. Not exact. So 1950. Can anybody write what happened in the history of the European Union this very year, 1950? It was the first agreement between six different countries. You remember? Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy, Germany, and France. Yes. So the coal and steel community. Very good. And what happened in this very year, 1957? Something was born, very important from the economic point of view. So 1957, anybody? Can anybody tell me what happened in the European Union in this very year, 1957? Anybody? Can anybody? Something was born. Something was born. So, what was the common market, the European Economic Community? Okay, and that year, 1993. Why was this year important in the history of the European Union? Because now we are here in 1993. Something was born here. 1993. You remember? You remember? Anybody? Anybody? 1993. If you today speak about the European Union, the European Union was born in this very year. Before we have a European Economic Community, but now in this year, the European Union was born. The European Union is different because this is a political union. And before there was an economic union. And now we have a political union with 28, soon to be 27 countries with the same goals and values. Okay, apparently. Okay? So, very good. And this is the year when the last member country of the European Union was welcomed, was Croatia. Okay, very good, very good. Now, you have here a text. We're going to do the review of this text. So number 5, we have here 6 countries signed the Cold Steel Community: Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, France, and Germany among them. And which is the country that is left? There were 6 of them, and here you have 5. We need another one. Could be Spain, Ireland, United Kingdom, or Italy. Which is the correct answer, according to you? Talking about the coal and steel community. And we already have Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, France, and Germany. We need another one, and this is, yes, Italy. Italy, you're right. Italy, very good. So, next, 5.2. The European Economic Community was created with the Treaty of, and you can say Paris, Rome, London, Maastricht. What do you think? What do you think? 5.2. European Economic Community, so not the European Union, the European Economic Community was created with the Treaty of Paris, Rome, London, Maastricht. Which is the correct answer according to you? Talking about economic community. So Maastricht, impossible. London, impossible. And we need to choose between Paris and Rome. And the correct answer is, yes, it's Rome. Rome, the Treaty of Rome. 5.3. The common market of the single market was created in, talking about a market, we're talking about economics. So, and the exact date was 1950, 1957, 1993, 2013, which is the correct date for the creation of the single market, mercado común. According to you, anybody? Anybody? Yes, yes, yes. You know that Spain was living in a dictatorship. Spain wanted to join the common market, but the European countries said no, and Franco said, why not? And they said, because you are a dictatorship, you live in a dictatorship. We only welcome democracies, and we got to wait until much later to join the European Union. So the European Union was created with a treaty of, attention, not talking about the common market, not talking about the economic community, talking about the European Union. So this is a political name, and was created with a treaty of, anybody? Can anybody remember? The treaty of Maastricht, Cyprus, Berlin, Lisbon. European Union created with the treaty of no Berlin, no treaty with this name, no treaty with the name of Lisbon. In this case, talking about Maastricht. Okay, Maastricht. Very good. So 5.5. The four freedoms of movement refer to money, goods, services, and so in the European Union you can move your money wherever you want. Inside the European Union you can move goods wherever you go. You can pay services wherever you want, and you have the chance. But you can move also cars, songs, people, animals. Talking about, in this case, four freedoms of movement. And cars? No. You want to go, for instance, with a car to the United Kingdom, you have to wait. Songs? This is a silly thing. Animals? All the silly things. Talking about people. So the four freedoms of movement refer to money, goods, services, and people. And which country was the last in joining the European Union? And which country was the last in the European Union? The last member country? Maybe Croatia, maybe Spain, Russia, Hungary. What do you think? What do you think? The last country in joining the European Union? It's been Croatia, Spain. No, Spain joined the European Union in 1986. Okay, Croatia, good. And finally, which country does not belong to the European Union? Okay, one of these is not a member of the European Union. It could be Lithuania, could be Serbia, Latvia, or the Netherlands. What do you think? Lithuania is a Baltic country. This is a member country. Lithuania can't be. So Lithuania, Serbia, Latvia, or the Netherlands. What do you think? The Netherlands is the capital city of the country. One of the first country that created the European Economic Community. And that's saying, okay, so Serbia, this is a country that doesn't belong yet to the European Union. Okay, for many reasons. Very good. Now we want to leave that. So thank you for your attention. And next day we're going to talk about the Schengen zone, a very interesting thing, as many others in the European Union. So very good. And now, please, we are meeting in just some minutes to do maths. Thank you for your attention.